Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Muntasir Billah. Today I'm presenting on probability and statistic data analysis project, where I have chosen the topic students' motivations for sports activity, participations in university sports. So this is basically and secondary data where I have collected this data from one of the survey uh, conducted by university students in Germany. And in this project, I'll discuss about how we can implement the data by using statistic tools, and also what are the materials or methodology would be more suitable for the test. That also I wanna be introduced in this project. Basically, this topic has been chosen for students, where they can be prepared for their mental health, and how much important this is sports for students. That's also be introduced in our main sections. In the content, we have divided into four steps. So there is introductions, methodology, discussions, and conclusions. Introductions basically the overall introduce or biography about this project, and there is methodology, what are the materials and methods have been used, discussions from the project or the survey, how all the stuff exactly be has been conducted, and there is overall outcomes from this project. We will conclude by the conclusions. Introductions. So basically the students represent a specific subgroup in this period. They particularly affected by changing structural life circumstance with the state of their studies. So however, physical activity in this age group is important because future patterns of adult health are established already at this stage of life. So for these reasons, a variety of studies have been conducted to identify reasons for participating in physical activity and protections barriers to being physically active in adolescence and young adulthood. And based on that, there is several questions might be necessary to gain deeper insight for this project. So basically, there is what are the aspects underlying the individual response categories, such as and what motivates those responses, and are there other more specific aspects associated with the response category that are neglected. Secondly, we will see the methodology. So first of all, in the methodology, there is number of respondents, how many respondents has been a participant in the survey, and how do we conduct the study or the survey. There is how we collect the data, such as we distribute the flies, then we distribute by email, Facebook, and online, and also the method we use. So we will go through all of these stuffs. So basically, there is analysis, qualitative study, analysis, and motivations. And based on this qualitative study, we conduct an online survey among university students from all over the Germany. And analysis, the analysis has been conducted a factor analysis with LBM rotations to summarize 24 item of questions. And for the motivation question type has been conducted 25 items, so such as the question has mentioned like students are what are the reason they do sports, and what are the purpose they doing that, such as I do sports because it relaxes me, which are answered using 5 choice questions. Disagree, tend to disagree, decided, tend to agree, and agree. And we will overcome all of these responses among the students by using the statistic tools. All right, there is type of data testings and review. So there is the type of data testing and review. So I have used several methodology or data statistic test for the to implement the survey or the data. So first of all, I have mentioned I have tested with hypothesis testing, correlation analysis. Secondly, and third is the regressions analysis, and fourthly is chi-square test independence analysis. We will see more detail in our next slide. So from the first analysis, or students participating in the qualitative component study discipline. So where I have record the conclusions, there is most of the students are active with the study discipline. And here the statistic tools, I have analysis from statistic tools. There has also the proof that the students are mostly active with this is activities. And there's second test I have examined, that significance test for correlation coefficients based on fitness and body image. And there I have get the conclusions. Most of the students, okay, if you compare with this project, compare with this fitness and body image, there the statistic tools have been given the solutions that most of the students are morally strongly agree with the fitness rather than the body image. And here if you look the analysis from the statistic tools test, where most of the students are more accurate with the more activeness with the body image, sorry, fitness. And if you look the dot plot or scatter plot, the main area of it, they are more closely related to each other, they are more connected to each other. That's how the strong possibility among them among them, and also more activeness with the fitness. And if you look the body image, how they are quietly far away from each other, and it's not the that is the means that the students are mainly mostly um, less effortness or less activeness with the body image. Thirdly is contact to others. So based on these activities, there is the question was about the contact to others and fun. So where I have implement the data, so mostly the students have been fun, comparatively equal. They doesn't have the comparatively equal physical active with contact to others fun, because the data has shown, the analysis has shown that mostly is the like to contact. And eventually there is last data about this life balance, where I have concluded where I have get the information. So there is mostly most of the students are not physical activeness with life balance questions activity. And where the analysis tools has given the provenance that is where the main of the students are not active, and rather than the less amount of students they are active with these activities. And there is decisions. To our knowledge, this study is among the first to combine qualitative and quantitative methods to analyze university students motivation for sports and engagement. And those are the fact, that there may be recall bias. However, the bias was not problem in our p-test. Third, because of our cross sections designed of the survey, it is not possible to identify causal relationships, since our overall aim was to explore motivations and varies for physical activity. This short coming play to travel role. And at the eventually you can conclusion from the survey, there is our studies is a lesson in the importance combining qualitative and quantitative methods only if those are directly affected. In this case, students exposed to secondary behavior are involved in the development of the survey tools can be reasons for participating in sports to become comprehensively and exclusively accessed. Our program findings provide key implications for other researchers working in the fields. Nearly half of the students participate in university sports, which underlines their importance. By following the recommendations for improvement made by the students, and And also this would be the crucial steps toward increase the physical activity in the target group and those relevant contributions to their current and future health. I hope that's all for my project, and eventually I say uh, thank you.